Part 2. So if you haven't watched part 1, you're going to want to go back and make sure you watch that video to catch you up on my personal story of how I became a psychic medium. So what I learned from doing that very first reading is that my primary clair is clairsentience. So there's all kinds of different clairs, and clair is just a way to describe the way that you receive psychic information. So clairvoyance, see visions, clairaudience, hear sounds, and there's a lot of different clairs, but my primary clair is clairsentience, and that's clear feeling. Some clairsentients feel actual emotions or, feelings. That way, I actually receive physical bodily sensations in my body, and that is how Spirit gives me the messages to give to you, to my sitters. So this is not the clair that I would have asked for, but it's the one I got. So, you got to make it work, and it hasn't failed me yet. So what I did after that first reading was I actually didn't get any more coaching. I just started practicing, and I practiced on anybody and everybody in my life who would let me practice on them. So a lot of friends, a lot of family, people who are close to me. I can remember I went through a phase that year where I would go on a first date and say, can I do a reading on you? And that was usually, their response was a telltale sign as to whether or not I was going to get a second date. But anyway, I did that for a whole year. And then at the end of that year, I finally felt comfortable enough and confident enough to start offering, my gifts and my abilities to the public, to strangers, to people that I didn't know. And so what I did was I went to a local metaphysical shop in the town where I was living, and I started doing readings there. So that is the second part, and I'm going to continue this story in as many videos as it takes me. So if you want to hear part 3, please follow.